On first down, Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first, and right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, Eli Manning coughs up the football and usually does a pretty good job of taking care of it. What's he been in double digits in fumbles 3 times in his career?
Yeah, after 2015, I think he had 3 years of 10-plus.
Yeah, but one of the things about his offense and how he's functioned throughout his career, they throw the ball downfield a lot, which means what? You hold it longer in the pocket. That can affect things sometimes. More time in the pocket means more chance for someone to get to you.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
And that run was what a lot of people called an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Kessler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Okay, Charles, who are you picking to highlight here as we show the starters for the Cleveland Browns?
I like how you said highlight because I'm going to go with Isaiah Crowell, the running back, because if you go back to his high school days, he was in the spotlight. Actually announced he's going to the University of Georgia holding up a bulldog puppy. Didn't work out there. Went to Alabama State and had a nice career. Undrafted, unheralded, but had a really nice year in 2015, so he's trying to bring the spotlight back.
And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Can't find anyone open. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's JPP, 7th-year man Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On second down, here's Kessler. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And the defense for New York.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
Third down, still 14 yards left. Third and long, it's Kessler. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And New York set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jennings. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Kessler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Kessler. Hard throw, incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Heads up.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 43 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now hang on a moment here. Marshall's in some pain. Still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin. First and goal, Perkins. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Jennings on the toss. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Cardinal wins in the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Manning now on 3rd and goal. A dump off to Vereen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Shane Vereen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Patriot! No, check! Patriot! Detroit! Over! Green, 39!
Off the play fake. Kessler. Coleman has it here right side. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, right after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Forced out to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Here's Manning to throw. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's 1st down, New York. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Defense showing blitz. To throw is Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a pickup of 21. And the Giants are going to get a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Into the red zone, and now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. Perkins on 3rd down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Manning now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage. Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive. Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Kessler. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Manning now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. One final try now for Manning. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing now, Kessler on first down. And his pass incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are.
And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. 3-19.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long. It's Kessler. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Jennings. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Manning to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. A screen here to Vereen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Paul Perkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. Play clock winding down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Crowell running right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Kessler on second down. Nowhere to go. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
On second down, here's Kessler. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Kessler. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Detroit. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Green 39.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, Kessler gets it to Gordon. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney! No. Check, Patriot! Gun! All right, now, look at 56. Gun! Back 99, Philly, here we go! Watch twist! Hot!
2nd and 10. Here's Kessler again, surveying the field. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Kessler. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Down, back to Perkins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is Jennings. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Cruz has it over the middle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Manning now on 1st down. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to launch this thing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no mission. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. So after the INT, it's Manning. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your... quarterback, get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
A first throw for the backup Griffin. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there, so explosive. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now it's Griffin. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Play action. Now Griffin. And this is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Griffin going underneath for Crowell. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is RG3. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. This is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Perkins on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
In motion, the tight end. Toss play to Jennings. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Manning to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Griffin to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
To throw again is Griffin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So they got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Once again, Griffin. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Terrell Pryor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Manning looking to throw it. He's got time in the pocket, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Manning will try again on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
To throw is Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 79 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Manning gonna throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. On third and long, it's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.